wonder what those are for. Cummins! I am back! What's up, everybody? You're watching Michigan Farmer 421. I'm Clyde, and today we are going to be working on the Cummins swap, part 5. So, we got the Cummins back in the truck. I did have to grind down some, and the transmission, I had to grind down a spot for starter clearance, so now it'll roll over. So that was the issue, because the starter was hitting the transmission and not able to engage all the way. So I figured that out. So I got the Cummins back in with some help with some friends. I'll roll that footage now. It went in pretty smoothly because I basically did a test and I had everything lined up, so all we had to do was put in 4 bolts and do it down. But it turns out my torque wrench was broken, so I don't know if anything's torqued properly. If it's not, it's probably over torqued because I tightened it as much as I can. I didn't torque the torque converter nuts as much as I probably should have, because I probably would have broke the studs off, so I decided just to leave those be. But with them being smashed together, I don't think they'll have much chance of slipping out, and I did use locker on them, so yeah. So I did also order some parts for this thing. I ordered a boost gauge that's coming. I also ordered a piece of flexible exhaust. That way we'll be able to clear the starter down there. Actually looking now, it'll be pretty close. We might have to bang out some of the firewall. But I think it'll also clear this area because of this downpipe angle. I think we'll clear it just about. If not, but I'm gonna put some heat shield around it. That way it won't melt my box. So yeah, I also ordered a adapter for this to the bigger air tube. That way we can have fresh air. And then I also ordered some logos. Those will be in all of this next week. And hopefully we'll put those on. But lines, I gotta still hook up a bunch of stuff yet. All the things I got hooked up were the power steering and heater lines. So yeah, I've been super busy. So we're gonna get back into this project today. So yes. First thing I'm probably gonna tackle is this mess over here, hooking up the vacuum lines, and then probably removing one of these ground cables and putting them back. I am going to get new ground cables at some point, but that could be replaced later, so no big deal here. And the Cummins only really runs out, needs one battery, so one good ground cable would work pretty well for the starter. So yeah. So we're going to get started on this project, and then we'll go from there. And I also took out all my wires, so now I only have the one subwoofer wire. The reason I did that is I'm going to run one wire into the cab that is key controlled to turn on the CB, dash cam, floor lights, and all that stuff. That way I don't have a bunch of switches in the way. And then I also need keyed power for the transmission tuners. So we're just going to wire all those together, hopefully not have any problems. So yeah, so we're gonna get started on this project, and we'll go from there. So here we go. Okay, now that I got the alternator wire hooked up, I'm gonna hook up now the air vacuum brakes and get those all hooked up. That way we can see if we have enough vacuum. If not, we're gonna have to get an upgrade or something, because no brakes is it's a bad idea. So yeah, so here we go. the vacuum line's all hooked up. Now I'm going to hook up the, whatever this thing's called. To do that, I'm going to take one 10mm bolt, grab the impact. Dipstick to that, and then that part's done. Now, we gotta hook up some more vacuum lines. So we have this line right here. This is to control your vents. So like when you turn it on mix or floor, this controls that. So we're gonna run this. This go with the motor for now. See how much slack I have? I'll probably zip tight so it's not touching the manifold here. That'll be bad. So we attach that, and we'll probably tie it up. There we go, right over out of the way. And now, see this brake line's a little dangling, so I might make a bracket. But now this set of wires, wiring harness, just to take it up for, it's going to go into the fuse box. Work underneath the trucks. So here we go. Now I'm attaching the fuel lines. There's the turn and socket. 6mm. There. I'm not going to hook up the end fuel yet just because I don't know if it's taking that fuel. I want to kind of find the line and straighten stuff out. I don't know how. I think it might just pressure the tank or pressurize the tank and it won't fuel out. That way it's fine. The other line was right here for the 6 dot, now it's back here. So it's kind of good because we're shortening up the line. Lazy or smart. My plans is to use the cherry picker to drop the radiator in here. That way I won't hurt myself because I have done that before and I shouldn't scratch it up as much. Now looking through here, it is kind of musty, so I'm definitely going to have to blow it out. But I think it's going to work. So it's got to go right here. So there's a thin gap, so if I line it up just properly, I should just be able to drop her right in. So, yeah. So we're going to put in the radiator and we'll go from there. Here we go. You know, after all these years of wondering what these hooks are for, I finally figured it out. So you just put a chain on her, bolt her up, and drop her down with your cherry picker. Thank you, Alex and Keith. And she drops right in. And there's tight clearance, but no big deal there. We're probably going to have to put the electric fans on the outside. I really wasn't planning on doing that, but I don't really want them any closer than that. So, yeah. Now we're going to bolt up this radiator and then work on some wiring harnesses. So here we go. Oh man, I just started going to town on this thing and forgot to record some stuff. So let me catch up here. So we got the radiator in. I got the hood latch on, this brace on. I got the wiring harness back through here. I hooked up wires here. I got to put the main battery cable on here yet. I did this connection here, these connections. This has got to go to a ground somewhere. We'll probably ground it like not there, but somewhere. We got these connections done. And then got all that stuff I got to get there yet. But we also got the fuel lines hooked up down there. And we're rolling along here. We got I got the front clip all bolted back up. It shouldn't go anywhere. I'm going to work on my hood latch cable soon here as well. That I got this one over here, which was rusted. The bolt was rusted tight, so I had to get a new bolt for over here. And then both doors clear the fenders. This one's barely clearing it. So we'll have to see there. And then this truck is going to go to a paint and body shop to get paint work done on it. I don't know if we're going to do a whole repaint or not. That might be expensive, but we'll see. And then I'm going to have to install the rubber wheel wells back into it, but I'm going to get most of the other stuff hooked up before I do that, because with this one out, I have access to the starter without getting underneath the truck. So, yep. All right, I got some amount of work done today. After looking at the radiator, it's going to need to be replaced in a few years, so we're just going to do that now, and I might get a Dodge radiator. That way we don't have a hosing problem. And then that AC box, I'm going to see if I can find a delete for that. That way we won't have the exhaust rubbing against that, because the motor will torque, of course. So, yeah. But that's going to wrap up today's video. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe. And, yeah, so stay tuned for Cummins Swap Part 6. I will be doing the transmission tuner separately in its own video. That way, people who want to learn how to install that, they're more than able. So, yes. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.